Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you the first of what I hope to be many follow-up episodes to my Agrarian Skies Hardcore Quest Let's Play. This game pack by JittyCat is available on the Feed the Beast launcher. I am now on version 2.1.9, which was just released this morning, and, well, there's been a number of changes. A few of the things that I did are no longer actually available. For example, I don't believe you can craft the end portal anymore. Oh no, apparently you still can. I thought I saw in the changelog that the end portal recipe was removed. That's a little bit odd. In any case, that might just be like a config bugaboo or something. I'm pretty sure that that was supposed to be gone. The major change that I wanted to show you guys, because some of you, I'm sure, are still working your way through the quest line and are interested in options and such, is to Nether Iridium. Well, also Nether Stars, but Nether Iridium, that last quest that you need to get, well, let's see if it's still 4 of them even. I do not know if that is true or not. The very last quest in the end for Jack of all trades requires 4 Nether Iridium ore, and they are very, very rare and hard to come by. I got extremely lucky getting the ones that I did. However, now you have other options. There are 2 potential paths to Nether Iridium outside of finding it in the Nether or getting lucky and generating it from your Mine Factory Reloaded laser drills. One of those options is Blood Magic Alchemy. For the low cost of 7,000 life points, a full block of Invar, a full block of steel, a full block of Enderium, a full block of Cobalt, and a full block of Manulin, you can get 1 Nether Iridium ore. Considering these particular blocks of metal are a lot easier to come by than 1 Nether Iridium, that to me seems like a bargain. Well, I mean, not a bargain. You need a significant amount of infrastructure for 3 different mods and to do a fair bit of, well, I mean, you need a lot to be able to set this up. Once you do have it set up, though, you can produce the Nether Iridium that you need. People have been wondering what Nether Iridium can be used for. As far as I know, creating an Ender Quarry from extra utilities is the only direct use outside of the quest line. Now, there is one other option for getting lots of Nether Iridium, and one that I think is a lot more fun. And I'm going to show that off, actually, back here behind my Blood Magic Altar. I'm going to build myself an extension of this ritual platform. Oh, look at that. I've got some butterflies trapped inside of my ritual of containment. Little bit of randomness there. So I'm going to extend this platform until I have what I need to show you the ritual that can get you some Nether Iridium, because it's pretty awesome. So once I have the platform built out, I'll be back. Alright, I have here a 21 by 21 platform, and if I measure from here to here, you can see 21 by 21. Fantastic. Which means that I want something about 15 this way as the center point. 10 by 10, 11 by 11, right there. That is going to be where my Master Ritual Stone goes down. And the ritual that we're going to be using here is the Ritual of the Falling, well, that's Ritual of the Blood River still. Hang on, just a moment. I need the Ritual of the Falling Tower, which is right after the Reverence of the Condor. Sorry, Mark of the Falling Tower. Now, this is an expensive ritual. It costs 108 ritual stones on its own. And on top of that, it costs a fair bit of LP. So I'm going to get those 108 ritual stones placed, fill in the platform around it to make it, you know, pretty, because I like the pretty. And I think that having a ritual kind of embedded in the ground like that is a really neat look. And then I'm going to show you exactly how this thing is used. So what the Mark of the Falling Tower does, it creates this whole platform that looks a lot like it's a lens focused at the sky for the ritual stone. And that's basically what it is. What you can do with it is you can summon down a meteor. And that meteor, the size and the contents of it are going to be based on whatever item you use to sacrifice into the ritual. Thing is, it costs a significant amount of LP. We're talking 1 million here. Same to activate the Reverence of the Condor, but the Reverence of the Condor basically stays active without further cost once you do it once. The Mark of the Falling Tower, you have to reactivate and spend the LP again every time you want a new meteor. Now, as far as I know, there are 4 things that you can sacrifice to the Mark of the Falling Tower to get different items in the ritual. You can toss in some iron. Yeah, well, you can toss in, first off, a piece of stone. That will get you a meteor that is entirely made up of stone, coal, and iron, I believe. Let me double check that just a second. Okay, yes, that is accurate. You can get a meteor if you use just a bit of stone. You will get an extremely large meteor that way, meaning something that's like 32 or 33 blocks wide in a sphere. So make sure that you build yourself enough space if you decide you're going to try out the stone meteor. And the materials you can get from the stone meteor are iron, apatite, and coal, as well as a whole bunch of stone, of course. You can also use a bit of iron. I think it takes... It might take a block of iron. It might take a iron bar. I'm not 100% certain. The radius on that one is significantly smaller than the stone. It is only 7 radius, which means 14 or 15 blocks diameter. I think a 15 block diameter. And again, that's going to be a 15 block sphere. The dangerous part about these, when the meteor hits, it destroys anything that it contacts. So what this means for me... Well, okay, so continuing on with the iron meteor. Yes, it needs to be an iron block. You will get iron, gold, copper, tin, silver, lead, lapis, or redstone out of an iron meteor. So kind of neat, really freaking useful to have, but also rather expensive in terms of LP to get those fairly basic resources. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build basically a spire that will catch the meteor that I'm going to summon, because what I'm going to summon is the diamond meteor. That has a radius of just 5, which means that it needs to be a good 5 or 6 blocks away from anything that you don't want it to destroy. I'm going to go with 10. There we go. And as you can see, it is well away from the villager spawner over there. If I measure from there straight to the wall, I get 10 blocks again. So let's see how this works. To use the diamond meteor, you need to simply toss 1 diamond in there, which I have 64,000 diamonds now. I'm really glad I shut the server down while I wasn't online. I'm not sure what would have happened if I'd left it active for quite that long. All right. So, actually, where is my divination sigil? I want to show you the cost on this. There we go. So, I check my LP. I am basically full at about 10 million. I use the activation crystal on that, and it immediately sucks off 1 million. Now, if I toss in the diamond, nothing seems to happen at first. But if I watch the sky, I will see the meteor fall. There it is. Oh my. So, yeah. Let that be a lesson to you. You need even more range than that. It needs to be quite a ways away from anything you don't want to destroy. Now, before you're thinking that that was a derp, this was at least partly intentional to show you guys just how nasty of a ritual this is and how careful you need to be with it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you why you would want to summon this meteor and deal with all this. Yeah, there it is right there. You can get nether iridium ore out of the diamond meteor. You can also get emerald, cinnabar, amber, nether redstone, and cobalt. Now, these work just like any other nether ore. If you aren't careful when breaking them, they will cause explosions. But there you go. There's 25% of what you need to finish the quest. And in fact, if I go through and mine this up, yeah, this one meteor probably has enough nether iridium in it. In fact, it does. This one meteor has enough nether iridium in it to complete the quest multiple times over. So there you have it, folks. That is why you want to use the Mark of the Tower. Just, instead of the 10 or so block safety factor that I gave it, I would probably recommend something more like a 20 or, well, yeah, 20 should do it. It looks like things peter out about... Actually, I'm not even certain. Like, it was quite a ways away from the bottom, and still it caused things to blow up. So 20 or 30 blocks. However, to make sure that it stops where you want it to, the center of the meteor will always be falling directly at the Master Ritual Stone, which has since been destroyed. And whatever block it contacts, that is where the explosion will be centered and where the meteor will spawn. So, give yourself plenty of safety room, and you can get yourself lots of nether iridium. And with the amount of diamond that this thing contains, it more than pays for itself in terms of resources gathered. In fact, if I turn on my... There we go. You can see that this particular meteor is composed almost entirely of resources, with relatively little in the way of just stone. So, that is the alternatives for getting your nether iridium going in the latest update to Agrarian Skies. There have been a number of other interesting changes as well. The Simply Jetpacks mod got a fun update that allows you to add armor to the jetpacks. Wow, that's a mess. I better go turn off my villager spawners because they are escaping. There we go. And a couple of other mods got updated and such as well. This is gearing up for a 2.2.0 release, and where we will see more quests and such. Once more quests or more interesting options for completing some of the quests that I've already done show up, I'll be back for another follow-up video to show you what else there is available in Agrarian Skies as the pack continues to update. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and my little fake derp there. If you have, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know. If you have not, please leave a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better. And I will see you next time.